Hi, my name is Michelle Metzner, and today I'm going to walk you through how to use the UbD Stage 3 template to group key teaching and learning activities with their appropriate Where To locations. For those of you who have not seen my videos on Stage 1 and Stage 2 of the template, let's do a quick review of what UbD is. Understanding by Design, also known as UbD, is an educational planning approach that uses backward design to structure classes. In backward design, course designers examine the learning outcomes for a course and then work backward to create the appropriate units, assessments, and activities for the course. The goal of UbD is for students to achieve understanding of material, not just skills or knowledge of facts. Now that you have a better understanding of what UbD is, let's take a look at Stage 3 of the template. In Stage 3 of UbD, the designer's goal is to use the Where To learning plan to outline which teaching and learning experiences will equip students to engage with, develop, and demonstrate the desired understandings. Where To is an acronym, and here's what it spells out. The W stands for where the unit is going and what is expected, and also it helps the teacher know where students are coming from in terms of their prior knowledge and interests. The H stands for hook students and hold their interests. The first E stands for equip students, help them experience key ideas and explore issues. The R stands for rethink, revise, refine, and reflect. Students must have opportunities to perform these 4 R's on their understandings and their work. The second E stands for evaluate. Allow students to get formative feedback to improve their work. The T stands for tailored. So designers must tailor the unit to the different needs, interests, and abilities of the learners. And finally, the O stands for organize using technology. Designers must organize to develop a technologically engineered learning environment that is learner-centered and authentic, includes creativity, higher order skills and habits of mind, assesses student learning, and uses technology to analyze student data. Okay, so let's get into the template. Stage 3 of the template is separated into 2 different columns. The left column is where you will find which letter of the Where To plan you are dealing with. The right column will show the subsections of each part of the Where To plan. So, for example, in this first section, we are dealing with the W part of the Where To plan. Remember, this is the where, what, and where. In the right column, you will see that this is broken down into 3 subsections. The first subsection is the Smart Learning Objectives subsection. Remember, your Smart Learning Objectives should be specific, measurable, attainable, result-focused, and time-focused. So you will put each learning objective into one of these boxes here. On the next page, we find the next 2 subsections. The first one is relevance. This is where you list the benefits to the students for completing the unit and how they benefit by learning the material. The second subsection is the diagnosis subsection, and this explains how you'll know what the students know before the lesson, so maybe a pre-assessment, and then what they will know after the lesson, so that would be a post-assessment. And also how you will test for misconceptions. So you will list all of those activities here in these boxes. The next section is H for hook and hold. This section is broken down into 2 subsections, the first being actually hook and hold. So this is where you will list the activities for how you will hook and hold student interest. The second subsection is technology. So you will list in this subsection which technology you will use in the unit to hook your students and how you will use that technology and get them interested and engaged. The next section is the first E, and this one stands for Equip, Experience, and Explore. and this has just one subsection called Experience and Explore. And in this subsection, you will explain how students will uncover the meaning of the unit, and you will list those methods there in these boxes. The next section is the R section, which stands for Rethink, Revise, Refine, and Reflect. This has two subsections to it. The first subsection is Rethink, Revise, Refine, and Reflect. And in these boxes, you will explain how the students will have opportunities to rethink, revise, and refine their work in the unit. In the next subsection, that is Reflect and Self-Regulate. And in these boxes, you will explain how the students will have time to improve their metacognition and self-regulation skills. The next section is the second E. This stands for Evaluate. This section has just one subsection, and that's Formative Feedback. And in this subsection, you will discuss how students will get formative feedback so they can improve their work and move toward mastering the learning objectives. So you will put those opportunities here in these boxes. Our next section is T for Tailored. This section has one subsection called Tailored to Differentiate Learning, and in this subsection you will explain how the unit will be organized to allow for a technologically enhanced learning experience that uses differentiation, including adjusting content, processes, product, and learning environment based on learning readiness levels, learning styles, interests, and personal goals. The final section is O for Organized Using Technology. This section has 5 subsections. It begins with the first subsection called Organized Toward Learner-Centered Strategies. In this subsection, you will explain how the unit will be organized to ensure your lesson is designed using a variety of learner-centered instructional strategies. The second subsection is Organized to be Authentic. In this subsection, you will discuss how the unit will be organized to engage your students in local and global interdisciplinary units in which technology will help students assume professional roles, research real-world problems, collaborate with others, and produce products that are meaningful and useful to a wide audience. So you will put those in these boxes. The third subsection is Organized by Creativity, Higher Order Skills, and Mental Habits of Mind. In this subsection, you will explain how your unit will be organized to have a technologically enhanced learning experience that emphasizes creativity, higher order thinking skills and processes, and mental habits of mind, such as critical thinking, metacognition, and self-regulation. The fourth subsection is Organized to Assess Students' Learning. In this subsection, you will discuss how your unit will be organized to continually assess students' learning and technology literacy by applying a rich variety of formative and summative assessments aligned with content and student technology standards. And then the final subsection is Organized to Use Technology to Analyze Data. In this subsection, you will discuss how your unit will be organized to use technology tools and resources to systematically collect and analyze student achievement data, interpret results, and communicate findings to improve instructional practice and maximize student learning. I hope you have a better understanding of Stage 3 of the UbD template. If you have any questions, please email me at michelle.metzner@wright.edu, and I will be happy to answer them. Have a great day.